seen the world, done it all, had my cake now.
Good morning everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and welcome back to my travel diary with Mishael. So today we are going to visit an interesting museum, and the museum is called the Titanic Museum in Belfast. Basically it is where the real Titanic is originally made. So guys, don't forget the routine: to like, to subscribe, to comment, and share the video with your friends. And yeah, let's enjoy this amazing vlog together.
Feel free to walk around, people, if you wish.
Before your eyes, right there on the river. We couldn't do that without Titanic services. Titanic rules the waves. And the equinox is the natural speed change. Sorry, Mr. Harrison. If it's anything precise, I was merely speculating. You may have speculated more accurately than you realised. I did. Mr. Ismay, thanking distinguished American financier John Morgan, through his shipping firm, the International Mercantile Marine Company. In the British ships, by the British flag, James, they shall be constructed in our finest shipyard by our most skilled craftsmen. Affairs, James, a great affair. Always that way when Mr. Ismay dines with rich. Myself, his lordship, and Mr. Ismay are eminent men. One of the North is the world's greatest shipbuilder, and the White Star Line is the jewel of the Atlantic services. Tanya rules the waves. I hear Cunard is faster now. Natural speed, James. What the rest of Ismay's message now? James, you would have had time on hands. Sorry, Mr. Harrison, I'm fair one out. What's so special about Mr. Ismay's ships then?
Yeah, and you can sort of see in that photograph the slope that Titanic's sitting on. It's not level, it is at a angle.
You could hear the noise from where we lived, but nothing prepared you for the size of the place. I was there from the beginning. I watched the ship race lay the keel blocks. They set big wooden blocks on the slipway to start with, then the keel atop of it, like a backbone, and the frames attached to that, like a skeleton. Workshops everywhere. It took weeks to find your way around. The workshops for every trade you ever heard of. Painters, sailmakers, coppersmiths, boiler makers, cabinet makers. I even learned a bit about French polishing off them. Harlowers was a fine place to work, but dangerous. Every ship cost a life, and there'd be lots of injuries besides. I was in the engine works for a while. Very well equipped it was. That's where we built the triple expansion engines. 2 of them, each as high as a 3-story house. I worked in the frame bending shop. You had heat steel beams in the furnace, then hook them onto slabs of cast iron and hammer them curved. It was skilled work. You had to bend them more than you needed because the frame straightened out a little when it cooled. The shell plates that made up the hull weighed up to 4.5 tons. They were taller than the daft. The plates were overlapped on the edges. Some were raised, one after another. We called it clincher. One of the foremen told me years ago, that's how you build steel ships. I worked as a heater boy. You had to heat the rivets on a wee plate. You pump the bellows till the rivet was white hot. Then you get a hold of it with your tongs and throw it up to the catcher. And he put it in the hole in the plate for the holder up. There were 2 of us on the other side of the plate for the holder up. We had to hammer the rivet so it filled the hole before it turned dull red. The double bottom. That's a wee space we call the tanks, made up of steel plates. The rest of the rivet squad all had to fit into that gap. One of the 4 men would check each rivet with a special hammer. If it made a ringing sound, we'd have to get back and chase it out after work.
Make her leg down, double quick tag.
It is, and 2 drag chains weighing 80 tons apiece, on with 6 massive anchors stopped her. It took 62 seconds for right timing.
So what is behaviour officers then? Reckon that we were written from Kinor?
Nonsense. Here am I convinced that the pursuit of speed is futile. Safety and luxury will become the deciding factors on the transatlantic route. You'll see.
In New York, within a few days, the Titanic sounded her whistle and cast off her lines. Titanic's launch in May 1911 was watched by an estimated 100,000 people. Almost a year of fitting out followed, transforming the massive hull into the sumptuously appointed liner described by the White Star Line as the Queen of the Ocean. By March 1912, Titanic was ready for her maiden voyage. For Belfast, the triumphant culmination of many years' planning and labor. Before she could be handed over, Titanic had to undergo sea trials. On the 2nd of April 1912, she carried out a series of maneuvers in open water under the watchful eye of Board of Trade Inspector Francis.
Shops, restaurants, and businesses opened to service the growing passenger trade. And job opportunities on board ship and in docks brought migrants from all over Britain and Ireland. Almost 400 of Titanic's crew lived.
We had trouble with our debits. They were frozen. And I'll tell you, I thought they were just going to be dumped into the water. We had one of the worst times for that boat to be lowered. And I had the baby was crying all night. So finally we touched the water, we were rowing. There was a light in the distance, and the captain said, now, Then roll to that light, if your ship come back and pick up more passengers. Our men rowed and rowed, but that light was no nearer, or more distinct or indistinct. And we all call it the mysterious light. Oh, I knew I was going to drown. I knew that my days were numbered. I felt that way. I really was reconciled to death. Being a Catholic, there were 3 priests on board, and I'd been to confession, I'd been to Holy Communion, and I thought, well, God is good, He's going to take me into the state of grace. That was my feeling. Well, I learned to think with God all things are possible. You can't build a ship that's unsinkable.
The sea was perfectly smooth when we left the ship. Every star in the heavens was visible, but there was no moon. So it was dark. For a long time...
At last, she was absolutely perpendicular. Then, quite quietly, but quicker and quicker, she seemed just to slide away onto the surface and disappear. As she vanished...
Don't argue, fellows, he says. You have half an hour to live. That's from Mr. Andrews, he said. Keep it to yourselves and let no one know.
Fine.
Did Mr. Andrews tell you anything else?
He said to me, well, if you value your life, put your belt on.
How much of a shock was it?
Well, had I been asleep, I do not think it would awaken me. That is, had I been in a heavy sleep, I got out of my bed, I inquired of the trouble and was told it was nothing, and to turn...
The only thing I heard was he asked them, should we go back? And I heard the ladies distinctly say no.
We can now move forward in undersea exploration, hopefully inspiring the next generation.
It's still there, pretty much. There's the chain for the fore-anchor. That's amazing. What are those? Capstans? For winding ropes and cables? Let me rotate the ROV. Now we're looking back down the anchor chains. Unbelievable. It's pretty cool, huh? That's a strange box lying there. A heater. From first class. It's fallen out of place. You'd only get third class in this part of the ship. Hang on, I'll go in close. It's so ornate. Here's a cargo crate. Hard to get the scale. The base would be about 10 feet high. You can see the boom where it would be stored flat on the deck. Something's fallen across that one. That's the foremast. It's incredible how it's just still preserved. Just 100 years later. Another hatch. So I've turned now to track down the foremast. Okay, stand by. We're down over 12,400 feet. You should be able to see it now. Oh my, that's it? That's the Titanic.
Titanic Belfast coffee. I wish it was Starbucks. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share with your friends, as it really helps me to grow up my YouTube channel. And so I would be so glad to hear from you if you've been here, and if you could write in a comment what was your best experience in Belfast. So see you for another video, guys. Thank you.